for my Smartboard lesson, I chose to do a bit of a review from what the class had learned the day before. So, coupled with like a fun little history lesson. So, here's the sentence: the pretty ballerina danced gracefully across the stage. And so the day before we would have learned parts of a sentence, and so I would ask the students to come up and they would just grab a pen and I'd say, will somebody please underline an adjective? And then somebody would come up and do that. And then will somebody please come up and underline a noun? And somebody could do that. So that would be a review from the lesson we did the day before. And then for the fun little history lesson mixed with music, I would go to the online page of Peter Tchaikovsky. And what I would do is I would call on a student to read either like small paragraphs or maybe a couple sentences. And so maybe one student would read, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky was born in 1840 in present-day Udmurtia, Russia. And I'd say to that student, will you please tell me a noun in that sentence? And so they'd give us a noun in that sentence, and then another student would read a little more, and I'd ask them to give me an adjective or an adverb. And so, again, we'd be reinforcing the lesson from the day before on parts of a sentence, and they would learn a little bit about a famous composer. And then after that, after we read that, we'd go to the YouTube page. And here I've got an excerpt from Swan Lake, one of Tchaikovsky's ballets, and it's the waltz, and I just push play. And it's only 5 minutes, it's about 6 minutes long, so I think that'd be okay for the kids. I don't think it'd be too long, and if I saw that they weren't paying attention or something, I'd just cut it off real quick. And so they'd get to watch that, and then we'd stop it. And then I'd go back to the notebook, the Smart Notebook, and go to the next slide. And it says, what did we learn? And I'd ask these questions to the students. Where was Tchaikovsky born? When did he begin taking piano lessons? What are two of his most famous compositions? And when did Tchaikovsky die? And I'd give the students the opportunity to maybe discuss these questions amongst each other if they couldn't remember the answer. And then that would be the start of the day. This would probably be appropriate for maybe a 3rd grade classroom, possibly 4th grade. And it would just be a fun way to start the day with review and a little history and music.